Hey guys, so I figured I'd do a little video here of going through Mindcrack Island and just showing some of the little secrets in Mindcrack Island. But before I want to do that, I want to show off the little mounts a bit. So mounts are just going to be animals basically. I believe there's going to be some hostile ones too that you get to ride around and they go up and down blocks. And this one is one of my favorites because basically it glides. That's really cool. You can basically fly around in a way. Anyway. Alright, so the first one is going to be by the water here. And you head down here, and the first one is Noah. So Noah is a villager Good kept in his ark that ended up dying back in 2012, back in Season 3. Is a little tribute to Noah. So the second one is over here. We're gonna head just up here. So down here. Then we head down here. There's a couple of turns and ups and downs and backwards, and it's a mess really. But we're here. So what this is it's just an Easter egg. That's it really. It's just an Easter egg. Or egg called Easter. So the third one is just above that little entrance there. You can see it down there. You head up here and then you fall down here. And it's a secret meeting place with a couple of chairs and a table, and it's nice and cozy. Next one is right. Trying to remember where they all are. Yes, in here. So from spawn, it's like down here. So around this corner, there's a sign that says "Goods at PAX. Quick, add Easter eggs everywhere." And that's basically Good was at PAX at the time, so we wanted to add a whole bunch of different Easter eggs and stuff while he was gone. So the next one is this little building right by spawn. Now people think it's this ladder, although that just ends up like down there and then it ends up out here, I believe. Yeah. So you can go from there up, basically. But there's a second ladder. It's a little bit more hidden down here. And if you go down here, go across, go up, you end up in this room full of colorful blocks. There used to be 1, 2, 3, 4 things here. Basically a full set of armor with each one named after a different person that created the map. Well, that helped create Mindcrack Island. So the next one's right in the corner here, next to Packrat, and it's basically just, it's a good day sign. So the next one's right by the portal. You have to basically pretty much parkour up here. You go across here and then fall here. Then you head down here. It's right behind the portal, as you can hear. And this is Aurelian's dungeon. I don't remember the reference to this, but it's in one of her videos, I think. And that's it for the spawn area. There used to be one up here on the flag, except Hero kept removing it because he didn't want people building on his flag. So we're gonna head now to the portal room, and there's a couple of ones over there that I want to show. So the portal hub has 2 little Easter eggs. The first one is right next to Jasano here. If you hop down here, there is a firefighting bucket, and this was added during his birthday. There was a little treasure hunt here where you had to find all 4 pieces of his firefighting suit and the firefighting bucket. And this is where the bucket was right next to his statue there. Now the second one is you basically have to parkour up this fallen tree. You go across the tree, you get in this tower and then fall down it. This one's pretty well known. It's the B team base. Pretty much exactly replicated. There's nothing in this chest, unfortunately. But you go through this painting, and then you end up going down, and from here you end up in the E-Team base. Basically all of Ether's things here. If you go through here, you end up in the place where Ether keeps his crafting tables. So it's just a bunch of crafting tables. Yeah, here. Arcus was here. There's a little Easter egg there. I think either he placed it there or I placed it there. I don't know. There's nothing behind here, but there is a painting. Because I think I tried to like frame him for it, although I don't remember if maybe he put it there. I'm not sure. Well, that's it for the portal hub. Just those two down here. Now we're gonna head off to the market because there's a couple down there. Hey, so the first Easter egg in the market area is right next to the portal here. Is these buttons right here, and they set off fireworks. And you can see, if I open up this here, you can see that it hasn't actually been used all that much since Mindcrack Island opened. There's a sign here that says Super Secret Firework Dispenser. So the next one is over here. So from the portal straight down here. And if you go through here, you go down, you go through these little mines that are underneath the marketplace, and then up here, and you get to you get inside the tower. There's a little kind of an observatory of sorts. You can just sit there and watch people outside. The next one's on the complete other side, so we're all the way over there. Now we go to the other side. We want to get past. This is behind Zisto's shop. So you want to go down this ladder, and you'll end up going through these little maze thingy, and you end up here. So this is the kind of a mini map room of sorts, and it has the map of Mindcrack Island on it. I'm not sure why I keep flashing on and off. It's weird. So the next one's over here. If we look at this little building here, we can look at these trap doors, and down there it looks like it goes on for a little while. There is actually a way to get down there. You go through this water, and you end up in these sewers. So there's an actual sewer system down here, going underneath the marketplace. Although it doesn't really serve a purpose. I mean, this is the extent of it. It goes around the corner of it. It ends over there. And the last one in the marketplace is over in this corner here. So if you look at here, there's a bunch of plants. You go down here, and you will end up in the Hall of Builders. So this is everyone that helped build Mindcrack Island. So over here we have the build team, which is made up of pretty much those people there. And then we have the mod team that helped build, we have the mod team that helped make all the plots. And then we had, these are pretty much people that did most of the work. Azure and Hero, me, Monkey, Olmok, and Fugi. And then over here is some Bright Eyes, Pajam, and Ruby, who also helped with plots. And then Arcus and Arcus's build team that helped build Arcus's area and make it all fancy looking. There's also, over here is a apple from T3 Hero that he hid. So that's it for the market area. Now we're going to move on to some individual areas. First up is Good. Now I believe Good has the most hidden in his area. The first one is this one that's plain in, that's right in the middle of the area. It's the Goodsy from Space Engineers. There is also meant to be a chicken in there, which is a reference to his Space Chicken series. Over here is a whole bunch of flowers. Now in season 3, I believe, he was convinced that yellow flowers spread. So what we did was we started off with a couple, and then every week we added a couple more, and then it just kept expanding. So if people noticed, they would have noticed that over time it expanded a little bit. So over here is a little hole. If you go down it, you end up in a dungeon. There's a sign on the there's a record on the wall, golden record, and in here it's full of golden records and a spider eye because he gets hungry. In here is more golden records and a reference to his intro video. If you know the song, you know what that's a reference to. The last one on goods area is actually on top of his head. You can get there by climbing up these and then jumping up on it. And if you go in here, you will see there's a potato on a stick, and this one's actually named, I think, yeah. So next up is actually on the edge of Androzel's area. There's a couple of Viking ships here. Now if we head into this one here, the big one, you see there is some grog. Tastes funny. Probably not very good to have. And then there's more dried meat in there, and none of the chests have anything. If we head down here though, there's a couple of chests. Why does Judge have his head in there? There's some chocolate. Looks okay for a chocolate bar. It's not too bad. Nothing in these. Some toilet paper that's sticky. Ew. Huh. I don't actually remember putting that in there. I think that might be a reference to one of Androzel's swords or U8C or something. Speaking of U8C, there is another reference that I believe no one found, and if you go down this waterfall, you'll end up here. So this is a full set of gold Viking suit and a gold sword. This is a reference to him having so much gold in U8C. And I don't think anyone actually found. So next up is Vex, and with Vex, his area is kind of different and unique. So if you walk into these, you can see that the sky turns dark, everything gets a little spooky, and these are basically intersections between plots, but they're all labeled after different super hostile maps of his. And actually, that should have been renamed to Wool Monument, because there's the monument right there. Now there is something we had planned. We were going to hide these ones. So this is the white wool, as you can see. We're going to hide them throughout the area, and as soon as someone solves, since the white wool's right there, it would have been found really easily. So we're going to put the white wool there whenever it got found, and then hide the orange wool next. Hide it somewhere on Mindcrack Island. And then if the orange one got found, it would be put there, and we'd hide the magenta one, and so on. All of them getting harder and harder to find. And we're going to make it like a little quest thingy, and whoever finds it gets their name on here. And it was an idea that we had that never really took off. Next up is Ether. Now Ether has a pretty big secret actually over here. If you head down here, you're going to end up going down here, and you will see his portal thing. So it's Creeper Head. If you go through here, there's unfortunately nothing on the other side. But yeah, that's there. That's pretty cool. Next up is B-double-O. There's an Easter egg here that I don't think anyone can find. I know that no one mentioned it. But if you go above his head, you will notice that his head is actually an E. That's a reference to Ziso pranking him, being the E pranker. Spoilers. and that's really hard to actually notice unless you're on top of it. And I don't know if we added pressure plates or something here. No, we didn't. So next up is Jaisano. Now, Jaisano's ones were hidden during his birthday party, so not originally. So the first one is actually, you have to parkour up here. Go up here, press shift, and you will see the nurse outfit. The second piece is inside this plot, which one of my encounter zones, I don't know which one actually. So if we go in here, we can see the second piece, the boots, and then let's head back upstairs. Stuck on a ladder. The third one is in this little lake. So the pants are in there. Come on, go forward. There we go. Pants are in there. The chest piece, I don't actually remember where it is. I think it's hidden on a tree somewhere. Not 100% sure. I can't remember. So that's about it for all the Easter eggs. I know there's more that I forgot. Probably because they're really well hidden and I just can't remember where I put them. The main reason I actually did this video is because Lobby 3.0 and all the tribes, we've hidden probably about 5 or 6 different Easter eggs or hidden areas in each tribe, and there's 8 tribes, so there's quite a few Easter eggs in hidden areas. And some of the areas are probably about 200 or 300 blocks wide. They are huge, and they're really cool to look at. And I'm hoping that people end up finding them. I know there's probably going to be a couple that no one will end up finding, but it's just something we'll live with. But yeah, it's really cool. You guys have to start looking at. That's me and my little mushroom signing off now. Yes, in here. So from spawn, it's like down here. So around this corner, there's a sign that says "Goods at PAX. Quick, add Easter eggs everywhere." And that's basically Good was at PAX at the time, so we wanted to add a whole bunch of different Easter eggs and stuff while he was gone. So the next one is this little building right by spawn. Now people think it's this ladder, although that just ends up like down there and then it ends up out here, I believe. Yeah. So you can go from there up, basically. But there's a second ladder. It's a little bit more hidden down here. Downs and backwards, and it's a mess, really. But we're here. So what this is it's just an Easter egg. That's it, really. It's just an Easter egg. Or egg called Easter. So the third one is just above that little entrance there. You can see it down there. You head up here and then you fall down here. And it's a secret meeting place with a couple of chairs and a table, and it's nice and cozy. Next one is right. I'm trying to remember where they all are. Alright, so the first one is going to be by the water here. And you head down here, and the first one is Noah. So Noah is a villager Good kept in his ark that ended up dying back in 2012, back in season 3. Here's a little tribute to Noah. So the second one is over here. We're going to head just up here. So down here. Then we head down here. There's a couple of turns and ups and downs. Hey guys, so I figured I'd do a little video here of going through Mindcrack Island and just showing some of the little secrets in Mindcrack Island. But before I want to do that, I want to show off the little mounts a bit. So mounts are just going to be animals, basically. I believe there's going to be some hostile ones too. that you get to ride around and they go up and down blocks. And this one is one of my favorites because basically it glides. That's really cool. You can basically fly around in a way. Anyway. And if you go down here, go across, go up, you end up in this room full of colorful blocks. There used to be 1, 2, 3, 4 things here. Basically a full set of armor with each one named after a different person that created the map. Well, that helped create Mindcrack Island. So the next one's right in the corner here, next to Packrat, and it's basically just, it's a good day sign. So the next one's right by the portal. You have to basically pretty much parkour up here. You go across here and then fall here.